This week we got the final trailer and poster for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, the film that aims to bring an end to the Skywalker saga once and for all. That's a tough thing for a single film to do. So right now I'm going to dive deep into the trailer, pointing out all the nerdy little things I can find. But I won't be pointing out the most obvious things because, well, what's the point in that? Before I get into it, let me just say this trailer was brilliant. I was always cautiously optimistic about the film after being a bit disappointed by The Last Jedi, but now I am hyped. But let's get into it. We open with some gorgeous jungle shots and Rey running around in training with a remote, obviously a subtle callback to Luke's training in A New Hope. She even drops a blast shield helmet used by Luke in A New Hope. Here we have a shot of all the Resistance gathering and chatting, probably planning a mission of sorts. We can see Chewbacca and C-3PO and the returning Lando Calrissian. Oh, and there's a Mon Calamari in the crowd as well, but it can't be Admiral Akbar because he was unceremoniously killed in The Last Jedi. Interesting how the Resistance is gathering, but there's no sign of General Leia here. So where is she? Here we have Rose Tico, but more significantly we can see Dominic Monaghan in the blurry background. Is this a celeb cameo that happens a lot in Star Wars? Or does he play a larger role? Also we have Lieutenant Connix, again played by Carrie Fisher's daughter, Billie Lourd. There's also some sort of horse-like species in the background. It doesn't look like they're Favias from The Last Jedi. The blockade runner, the Tantive 4, or the Corellian Corvette, flies above the jungle. Is the pilot drunk? I don't know. I'm assuming it's the Tantive 4, it could just be a similar looking ship. The Tantive 4, if you remember, was in Star Wars A New Hope and Rogue One and Revenge of the Sith, so it would make sense if it's coming back for this one, being the final in the saga. Now we have a lot of water, with some sort of bridge or platform. It's the wreckage from the second Death Star. We can see a livid Rey mad that people keep claiming to know her. This could be a reference to the fact that some people weren't happy with the reveal of her parentage in The Last Jedi. J.J. Abrams has said this film will deal with that subject again. Kylo Ren is wet and ready for action. This film looks gorgeous, just look at this iceberg island thing. Note how this is in space, it's some sort of asteroid or comet or something akin to that. It's not a reflection beneath the equator. Could this be in the unknown regions, a region of space that's dangerous and uncharted, where rumour has it weird things happen? I'm kind of hoping so.
Long have I waited.
Palpatine is back. How? You tell me. But this could be his throne, based on disused Return of the Jedi concept art by Ralph McQuarrie. Old Star Destroyers rising from the ice. At first I thought it was water, but no, it's ice. Could this be the same iceberg island thing from earlier? It's an awesome sight. We know from the last trailer that the First Order has a lot of them, seemingly abandoned, possibly in the unknown regions akin to the old Throne trilogy of books. The Resistance fleet. Another great shot with plenty of details. There are ships here from across the franchise's history, including the prequels. Oh, and there's the Ghost from Star Wars Rebels there on the right. Is the crew from Rebels inside it, or is this just a similar looking ship? The ship also appeared in Rogue One during the Battle of Scarif. An explosion of some sort followed by a skiff manned by Rey, heading to the second Death Star. Is she all on her own? What's everyone else up to? A previous trailer showed us that they're on that planet with her. A new alien called Babu Freak is fixing up C-3PO. Why? Is he damaged? Maybe, but probably not. Babu is a hacker and he can reprogram droids, so this is almost certainly what makes C-3PO go red-eyed. Then we see BB-8 with the new droid and the new character Zori Bliss, played by Kerry Russell, a character with history with Poe Dameron.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
The emotions. Give me a moment. This is a reminder that this is the final in the franchise, bringing all the combined films to a close. But is it also suggesting something ominous for C-3PO? Is he somehow losing his memory, or is he dying? Also, there's an old battle droid in the background. The prequels happened! Poe, Finn and Chewie fighting in corridors. It's all epic and action-packed in that new rendition of the main theme song. Again, I'm just taking a moment. So many emotions.
Confronting fear. It's the destiny of a Jedi.
Leia, in footage we've already seen, from unused footage in The Force Awakens, reused here. This is literally all we've seen from her in these trailers. I know she tragically passed away, but I'm starting to worry a bit about how much of the film she's actually going to be in. Worth pointing out is that Carrie Fisher gets top billing in the credits on the poster. That's a big deal. It's obviously a sign of much deserved respect for her, but could it also suggest she's kind of a pivotal character here? JJ has said she's the heart of the story, but again, we haven't seen much from her yet in any of these trailers.
Confronting fear. It's the destiny of a Jedi.
Yes, Luke Skywalker is back, probably as a Force ghost. Lando and Chewie piloting the Falcon. Thanks to Solo, a Star Wars story, we know the Falcon is more than just a ship to this guy. It's great to see him back and having a ball of a time. This Star Destroyer has a big gun. Is this the new evil weapon the First Order has? Is this what caused that big explosion in the last trailer? The one that looked a bit like the Death Star weapon? We also have a Y-Wing bonger heading straight for it. New character, Jana, is leading Finn and Rose and a bunch of others on those horse-like creatures. Oh, and they're riding atop the hull of a Star Destroyer. That seems dangerous. Also, they clearly mustn't be in space because none of them are wearing helmets or using oxygen. Kylo and Rey meet in the ruins of the Emperor's old throne room. Is this before or after their fight outside? It's hard to tell if Kylo is wet. Finn is shouting for Rey, it seems. Why? Is she in danger? This looks like part of the fight between Kylo and Rey. Kylo and Rey again team up to take down this stone thing. Kylo is wearing his old helmet. I think this is some sort of vision. Obviously I could be wrong. Also, what is that stone thing? Also, just an observation, Rey is holding some sort of dagger. Could it be the dagger of Mortis from Star Wars The Clone Wars? If you don't know, the dagger is a mystical weapon that can kill or destroy powerful Force beings. Someone like, I don't know, the Emperor, perhaps. The dagger looks a little bit different though, so it probably isn't the exact same dagger. Here we get a full-scale look at the Star Destroyers and Jana and her horse things riding across them. There's a lot of them, and they're big, and there's a battle going on around them. We can see some new TIE daggers flying by. What's Rey looking at? It's the Emperor. It's a blink and you'll miss it thing, but he looks alive. Kind of. I'm saying it's the Emperor, but all we can see is the black cloak and hood. I doubt anyone will want to copy his style though. Is he sat on something? It doesn't look like a throne. Is he standing? It looks almost mechanical. It also looks like he's kind of moving towards Rey. Is he part machine now? Also, note the stony surface. This isn't on a ship or in the Death Star. This is on a planet of some sort.
The Force will be with you.
Always.
Does this suggest something about Leia's character or fate, or is it more a reference to Carrie Fisher's passing away? Give me a moment. Either way, it's a great line to end the trailer on.
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
And that's it, the final trailer for the final Star Wars film in the Skywalker saga. Can J.J. Abrams do it? Can he bring it to a satisfying end? There's a lot he has to do, and will he satisfy those of us who weren't too pleased with The Last Jedi? So many questions, but this was a brilliant trailer nonetheless. I'd argue one of the best I've ever seen. Certainly one of the best I've seen in quite a while. You know a trailer is special when you feel the emotions and you tear up watching it. Some people will say it's just a film or it's just another Star Wars movie, but it's not. I can't possibly put into words how I feel about Star Wars. It's more than a film, it's more important than any other film franchise ever. It's beyond just being a form of entertainment, and it looks like J.J. Abrams knows that. It's the sort of thing that you'll either understand, or you never will. And if you've liked this deep dive, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. The more subscribers I get, the more content I can make, and I really appreciate any sort of support you want to give. Let me know in the comments and feedback down below what you did or didn't like about this. Preferably what you did like, because, you know, that's nicer. But you can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @the_Grant Burton. And until next time, may the Force be with you.